Hijab fashion versus modesty, forgotten piece of hijab. Assalamu alaikum, friends. Today I've come up with an important topic, which is hijab. What is a hijab? Is it a fashion attire? How we have created it now? What Allah has commanded us, how an hijab is supposed to be. My dear sisters, hijab is not what we have created it as now. It is a sign and obedience we show towards Allah. Allah has told in Quran, O Prophet, tell your wives and daughters and women of believers to dot their cloaks. That will be better, that they should be known so as not to be annoyed, and Allah is ever forgiving and most merciful. Hijab should cover an entire body. Just as we stand before Allah while we pray, that is how an hijab is supposed to be. It should cover an entire body except the face, hands and feet. The second condition is it should be thick enough to conceal what is underneath it, which means it should cover our body and it should not reveal any part of the body. It should not be transparent. Third condition is it should be loose fitting and not tight, which means it should not show our figure, feminine structure, which is not allowed. This is not hijab. It should not be so attractive to call men's attention to it. Hijab has become a fashion. We wear hijab and we do all kinds of beauty. We do all kinds of makeup and we show something else which is not, it is supposed to be. It is all halal if it is for a man who is made halal for you, not to the world. So fear Allah, my dear sisters. It is not allowed. Kinds of extravagant things which you wear while wearing a burqa or a hijab, it is all not allowed in Islam. This is not the way a hijab is supposed to be. And it should not be perfumed. Perfume is allowed only for the person who is halal for you, not outside the house. It should not be a dress of fame and vanity. It should not be extravagant. It should not be so costly that you show you're proud towards the world about your dress. It is not how it is supposed to be. It should not resemble the dress of a man. The attitude of a woman should be as a woman. This is not a hijab. This shows the attitude of a man. A sexy feminine look is not what you want to go for hijabi. If you want to look like this is not a hijab. Hijab is to protect yourself, protect your body from the others, from the strangers. My dear sisters, hijab with makeup, which reveals your structure, is not allowed. These are all the men for whom everything is halal. And in a public place, a hijabi woman should behave as if she is obedient. Her attitude should show obedience to Allah. Wearing a hijab and your attitude in public is not relevant to the attire which you wear. I don't know, my dear sisters, whether we fear of Allah. We wear this hijab for sake of Allah, and we should be aware of what we are wearing and should respect the attire which we are wearing. Yeah, hijab is supposed to be not attractive, but it can be of any color. It is not that you wear only of black burqa. There are so many types of hijab. Shala, hijab, amira, khimar, chadar, niqab, burqa. But the only thing which applies all these conditions for a hijab is allowed in Islam. But my dear sisters, choose a hijab which applies all these conditions, which satisfies all conditions of hijab how it is supposed to be. It should cover your entire body. It should not reveal the structure. It should not reveal your body. And fear Allah. Your attitude should be aware that you give respect to your attire you wear. The attitude of mixing up with the men's who is not all halal for you, and the face which you show, which is not the real face how it is supposed to be. You make up with something else which attracts the men. Everything is not halal, my dear sisters. This is not a hijab, is how it is supposed to be. Let us all be patient and we try to make a hijab proper one which satisfies Allah, not this world. And may Allah guide us on right path and help us to follow all the things which is halal and protect us from all which is haram. If you like this video, please do share and subscribe my channel, my dear sisters. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.